Yep. So I'm a sci-fi thriller and dark fantasy author. I wrote this book, which is essentially about humanity having to evacuate Earth because of a Targul outbreak, which is essentially a cross between zombies and Reavers from Firefly. They go off in search of a new planet in space. Something happens. They're spat out to the other side of the universe and have to crash land on this planet. Book 2 is everything that happens on that strange planet. Book 3 is everything that happened before the first book, A New Sky, the building of the spacecraft that lets them escape Earth during the whole Targul outbreak and everything else. And then Book 4, the truth behind all of it, which is essentially spoiler territory here, but the universe exists inside of a black hole. And the reason why the protagonist from the first book decided to take humanity here. So this is my main series, and I did it in a way where I could write these 4 prequels, and then every single book after that in the series that's its own standalone book. So, book 1 in the series, or book 5, will be fantasy-esque, dark fantasy, similar to Greedfall, with a little bit of fairy tale mixed in there. Then as the story progresses and they get older and stuff, the plot will change. They'll set off into space, which is what I think you were initially interested in. Then I plan on doing sort of like space pirates, similar to One Piece kind of style. And yes, the main character, Sabrina, is going to be able to breathe in space, similar to Frieza in Dragon Ball Z. And at some point, I sort of plan to have her get seriously injured and then drift off into space for millennia. And then that is how when I'm done with the story, I can the story and start over from scratch while still being in the same series. She'll get to meet all new people. The only constant in my story will be Sabrina and Lexi, along with one other character, but spoilers. So as a writer, I'm obviously with sci-fi heavily inspired by space, but I don't want to get stuck in it where I'm doing it all the time. So space exploration is always going to be a sort of possibility. But in some books, I can sort of just have it take place on a planet and, whatever I want with each given book. And yes, my books are available on Kindle Unlimited. So far, it's just A New Sky and The Lost City, but by Christmas, I hope to have Forever Mortal and Gods of the Abyss also released.